Hey, welcome to Riches for My Britches. This is my first ever YouTube video here for this channel, and I am starting my morning with $26,793 in my account. My goal is to make $1 million. I'm a long ways from that. And let's just go over that since this is the first video, and I'll go ahead and pull that up here real quick and see what we have. All right, so what I'm doing is $26,793 is my starting balance. So I'm just above PDT, and I'm looking to grow that account very slowly. I'm going to do it with phases. So in phase one, I want to get to 27,000. So I want to make $293. My daily goal is 20. My risk per trade is 10. All right. So I don't always, take a full loss and lose the full $10. A lot of times I'll get out before that even happens if the trade's not working. So I plan to be at the end of the phase by July 8th, and then I'll move on to phase two. And this is where things get even better. I'll be looking to make $1,000, whereas here I was only looking to make $293. I'm just trying to get to an even 27,000. I think this will take me less time than what I have here, but I wanted to give myself the extra time. I have 40 days for each phase is kind of the estimated time. So I want to make $1,000 in this phase, phase two. Daily goal is 50. Risk per trade is 25. From here on out, the amount I want to make, the daily goal, and the risk per trade all double for each phase. All right, so moving on to phase three, you get the point. Then I want to get to $30,000. That means I need to make 2,000. My daily goal is 100. Risk per trade is 50. So then by the end of the year, by December 26th, I want to be at $34,000. I will have made $4,000 on this phase. My daily goal is $200. Risk per trade is $100. So a daily goal of $200 per day, that's pretty freaking awesome, right? But we're starting very small. So by the end of the year, I want to have made roughly just under $8,000. And then into next year, I want to make $8,000 alone in just this phase. With a daily goal of $400. And in phase six, $16,000. So by next year at this time, I should be over $60,000 in the account. It's going to be a curve that looks like this, just slowly going up, and it's just going to be parabolic, right? It's just going to go up. The more I make, the faster the curve goes up. So I don't have the rest of the phases here. I plan to go all the way up to phase 9, at which point my buying power, well, I'll be buying so many shares at that point that I'll have to be very picky on stocks I trade. There gets a point where you're buying and buying, too many shares, and that curve starts to kind of, that buying curve starts to go down because you have to deal with things like slippage, orders not getting filled, and taking bigger losses when things do drop because you can't get out quick enough. So that's where I think phase 9, where I'll cap it all off. So this is going to be an exciting adventure. This is day one. I want to make sure that I am actually recording here. Yep. I don't have YouTube set up for comments yet. I don't imagine there will be. This is my first video. I have no subscribers yet. So this is, if you're watching this, it's going to be in the past when this happened, but congratulations on tuning in, and I hope that your adventure will be just as great as this one. And so we're going to go head to head with some of the greatest traders in the world, and that takes a lot of focus and attention and a lot of work. So a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for about 5-6 years. And when I say this, I mean learning how to day trade. And I've lost, probably $50,000, $60,000 over the course of the last several years just trying to learn how to do this. Now, I started a $1 million challenge about a year ago, and it didn't go so well for me. I was doing good, but I kept having these days where I was giving back most of the profit that I would make. So I had to rethink things. I created a max loss system that will actually close my computers down when I'm at my max loss so that I am no longer able to trade. I wish the broker could do that for me, but unfortunately, and I use Thinkorswim, the broker will not do that for me. They are transitioning to Schwab next week. So I don't know if Schwab will do that. I am going to call them and find out. But otherwise, I'll be relying on my own max loss system that I've created. And we'll see. So one thing I do not have up here is that my max loss, and I really should add it in here, my max loss is the same as my daily goal. So if I lose $20, then my day is done. I hope that doesn't happen on day one. I will say I'm a little rusty. I haven't actually traded in about a month because I do have a job, and I've been working 12-hour shifts for 22 straight days, and I just ended all of that nonsense about 3 days ago. So I've spent the last 3 days getting this YouTube channel ready, getting ready to trade again. I did a little bit of simulation trading tonight. It was my first time. When I say tonight, I am and a little more about me. I work a night shift, so I am up all nights, even on my days off. So come the morning, like we're coming into the morning now, I will be going to bed. Usually, I try to get in bed around 8 o'clock in the morning. So my day trading has to be the first, half hour to an hour of the day, and then I have to stop no matter what. Because I got to stay on a sleep schedule to try to stay rested. Or if I have to go to work the next day, then, I need to make sure I go to bed. So juggling that and doing this at the same time, it can be very exhausting. There may be times when I come on here and I am just not able to think clearly. I expect that because working a job and doing this at the same time is a lot of hours in the day. Because as you know, if you're familiar with trading at all, trading is not just about sitting here punching buttons and buying and selling. There's a whole lot of other work that goes into it, a lot of back testing, a lot of psychological analysis of yourself, of myself, trying to figure out how to overcome certain obstacles and things that I have to deal with. And we're all different. We all have different obstacles. But in general, we all deal with greed and FOMO. And those are things we have to recognize in ourselves. My biggest thing is that, and you might notice this as I'm trading, and we'll get onto the trading here in a second. I just wanted to give you a nice introduction. My biggest thing is that oftentimes I'm watching usually at least four charts at the same time. Sometimes I'm trading all four of them at the same time. It can get a little dicey. And I'll get so focused and so it's almost like a ADHD or maybe an autism thing where I just can't see anything else. And that's where I end up sometimes taking big losses because I'm not paying attention to my profit because I'm so focused on, the charts and what I'm doing. And I get to a point where I'm just like, oh, I got to buy this and I got to buy that and I got to buy this. Oh, I want to buy this. And I get a little in over my head. So I don't know how else to explain that. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll get over here. Take a look at the gap scanner. So I do use Trade Ideas as my scanner. It's not free, but it is one of the best scanners that I have found. And so this morning we can see that we have the gap scanner here. CPOP is the leading gapper. It's up 69.94 or 69.4%. If I click on this, it's already loaded. So I primarily, and I'll give you the introduction to the charts I use. We'll go over that in a little bit. Let me see here. Shrink that down. Okay. I have 10 monitors I'm looking at. I trade off of 6 of them. 2 of them are from my scanners. 1 of them is for my live stream, and the one up here is for my max loss system. It's a lot to look at. Yes, it is. I know. I don't have I need to set one up for comments and stuff like that, but I think that's a little ways out. Like I said, I don't have any subscribers yet. So come on down. All right, here we are. So CPOP. I want to see, does it have news? So this is the news down here. And I also have the Thinkorswim news. You can't see it, but it's up top because sometimes Trade Ideas doesn't show the news and Thinkorswim does, or vice versa. And so today being May the 9th, I don't see any news here for May 9th for CPOP. As a matter of fact, the last time I see news was back in February. Let's see. If we look at the daily time frame here, I don't see any earnings reports, so it's not earnings. There is something here for 2 o'clock this morning that says Pulp Culture Group Company unveiled its plan of conducting digital collection sales through its own WeChat account. WeChat, I think I've heard of that. According to the interim financial report for the 6 month ended December, whatever, increased its overall operational performance. So it's unveiled a plan of conducting digital collection sales through its own WeChat account. I'm not sure if that's like really good news or not. It's kind of, I mean, it's the leading gapper of the morning. That's what we would look for. I look for volume. Okay, we have volume. 4 million shares of volume traded. Relative volume is something I want to look at too. With Trade Ideas, I do find that it does not show the relative volume pre-market. I don't know if that's the same with all scanners, but that's the one thing I've noticed, that you don't see it until the market opens. Float. I'm very interested in the float. You want a low float. A low float means there are fewer shares available. So if you have high volume and you have a news catalyst, but not a whole lot of shares, so that means you have a lot of people interested. And so those shares are going to, because there's so few of them, it's going to make the price just go crazy, right? Up or down. It's going to be volatile. And so that's what I look for, something. And I also like them when they're in this price range of somewhere between $2 and $10 is a really great price range. I really like that. I will trade them as high as, $40. And sometimes I'll trade some of the cheaper penny stocks, but that's a rarity for me. IVP is the next leading gapper. We'll see if this has news. I don't see anything on Thinkorswim to acquire 2 animal hospitals. So it's an acquisition yesterday at 6 p.m. Okay. But I don't see a big move on it at 6 p.m. yesterday. Well, yeah, no. It's a pre-market move. This is the hourly, this is the 15-minute, and this is the daily. This is the 5-minute and the 1 minute. So I use 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute, hourly, and daily time frames. I trade off of the 1 and 5, but I like to look at the larger time frames for the overall trend and resistance and support levels and stuff like that. So, and I also have the VWAP on each of my charts, and I have the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA. So that's my basic layout on that. This is nice. It's trending up. So IVP, it does have volume. It has a very low float. I like the price. So this is all good. And it had news last night. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we also have CTMX here popping up on the high of day scanner. Now let's take a look at that one real quick. That one's a little odd looking. It's got 67 million in the float. Okay, so this is a little larger float. And oftentimes these don't move as well because of the larger float. It is doing some stuff. Let me see. It's okay. There's no news on Trade Ideas. And if I look at profile here, this is a chemical manufacturing company. Industry, pharmaceutical, and medicine manufacturing. Okay. Pharmaceuticals. On Thinkorswim, it says shares are trading lower, pulling back after surging hours Thursday. That's not really anything there. Yeah, I don't really... something about a price target of $8. I don't know. That doesn't mean a lot to me. So it's popping up, but it doesn't have a good float. The price is good. The volume is 2 million shares traded. So you look at that and okay, look at this. So 2 million shares of volume traded, right? 2.7 million out of 67 million shares in the float. That's not going to move the price very much. There's 67 million shares in the float and only 2 million shares of those are being traded. That's a very small percentage. Whereas you look at IVP here. IVP has 3 million shares traded already this morning and only 830,000 shares in the float. That means the shares have turned over 3 times, more than 3 times. They've turned over, they've changed hands. So that means IVP has way more potential in general. So that doesn't mean we're going to see something happen, but it's definitely something I'm interested in. So I've got CPOP up here over on my charts. I'm going to go ahead and put IVP up on the charts as well. And let's go ahead and we'll just break them down. Let's break them down. It's 4:55. I'm going to turn on my clock so I can see the time. All right, so this is my main screen. It's if you're watching this on a cell phone, I apologize. It's very difficult to see on a cell phone. But I have this set up so I can watch it on my big screen TV when I do my trade reviewing, and I like to watch the charts and see where I got in and where I got out. And this is perfect because I can see all of my time frames. So I have them color coded so that vertically going up, you have the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15 hourly and daily. And then you have the green, which is also the 1 minute, the 5 minute, 15 hourly, daily. So I like to be able to look at my 1 minute time frame and then just kind of scan up and look at the top, you know, or start at the top and scan down. Oftentimes it's best to start with the larger time frames, and we'll do that. We'll do that right here on CPOP. So one question I like to ask, does this one make big moves? Has it made big moves in the past? Here it made a move from 247 up to, you know, almost $10. That's a pretty big move. So yeah, it has potential to make big moves. Now, one thing is we're trading below the 200 moving average. I don't like that. But you can see back here, we were trading below the 200 moving average and we blew right through it. So here can you see that? Oh, so that's the downside here. I've got the daily cut off just a little bit. Yeah, right here we blew through it. But here on this candle, if you can see the upper wick on that, we tried and we closed right at it. Actually closed below it. This is a red candle. So we're there, you know, at that level. So what I'll do is I'll mark out some of these levels, and you probably can't see because I've got the active trader on the charts, so it's kind of hiding that part of the daily. I can see it, but so it's right there. So I marked out that level, 343, and that's we're trading up at around 322. So there's also something at 470 here, kind of, and I'm going to put a line all the way up at 967. All right, and then on the daily on this one, we had a great, so yeah, look at this. So take note of this. We had a big gap up open yesterday, and it just traded sideways all day, ended red. So it didn't do a whole lot, IVP here. Will we see the same thing today? Well, let's take a look in the past. What have we seen in the past here? Yeah, I see a lot of red flags. I see a gap up and a drop. I see a gap up and a drop. That's not good. I don't see any great big moves to the upside. This one here, that's back August 30th. I don't know if that was this year. So it's not a very old stock. The highest high it ever got to was 415. Now we are over that all-time high. Let's see if this is the first time we've gotten over it. And it is. Okay. Yesterday we opened right at it, got above it, sold off back below it, and closed below. Well, you know, maybe there's something there. Okay, so let's take a look. So this is the hourly time frame. And if you can see it, we have ourselves an ascending line. I'll draw that out in a bit. I don't want to do it on the hourly time frame, but let's take a look at what's happening here with YINN popping up there. Nothing there. In AGBA, nothing there. Okay. Look at CPOP here. So looking like maybe it wants to do something. Okay, let's go ahead and draw that trend line that I was talking about. It's right through here in this area. The more it touches, the better. So we've rejected a couple times here. Yang. No. No thanks. Well, this is a nice move here on CPOP. I'm not above trading pre-market. I don't do it a lot. I'll mark out some resistances there. So on this one, we were looking for a 15-minute higher low. We got it. And here's the 5 minutes. So a little choppy on the 5. Little double bottom here. So this is a nice little breakout move. Something I might be willing to trade if it does give me the opportunity to get in. But we're coming up against that resistance now. See, if there's a little pullback here, I might try to get in this, but I certainly don't want to buy at the high. So I was looking for a pullback down into this area, $3. If I can see a pullback to 3, I'd probably take a starter position on it. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this one. So you could draw a line on this. There it is. So there's that pullback to 3. I took a starter, very small share size. If it pulls back a little more, I could add to it. And now if we see the move up to 315, I can add. So we have this EMA crossover here. We're over halfway through on that 5-minute candle. Low of this candle is 299, so that's where my stop loss is at, I think. I got in here, I'm in at 301, $3.01. So when I said I'm risking $10 per trade, I have my trades broken up into 4 different I haven't broken up into 4s. I can't think of the word else. So anyways, I'm actually only risking $2.50 if I were to get stopped out on this trade. Of course, I'm not going to let it drop that far. So this is just a partial position. It's just a quarter of a position. And that's kind of how I like to start out pre-market. Used to take big losses pre-market because my share size would be too big. I would take full positions, and next thing you know, I was hitting my max loss before the market even opened. And that can be pretty frustrating. So I want to see if we break over 315. I'm watching the price ladder to see what kind of buyers and sellers we have. There you go. That's nice. So put in a limit order, see if it gets filled here. Okay, so I got filled. I want to see if we get continuation. We are coming up against that line, so I don't know. My stop loss is going to be down at 312. Oh, there we go. That's a nice move. Let's see if we get up to that daily level again. I'm going to go ahead and take some profit on that. I'm just going to take the profit on it completely. I'm all out. So that's a quarter of the way to my daily goal there. And that was on a breakout play, looking for that 5-minute higher low, that 15-minute higher low, and a 5-minute little consolidation. You see we had the bear break here. Can you see that? 5-minute time frame. We pulled back and tried to drop down. Bulls bought the dip, and that was right, I believe, in here at 289. So the bulls bought the dip and it starts breaking out. So that, and we had the EMA crossover, and we were testing that EMA, and we closed above it every single one of these candles. And here we back tested again. And so we broke over that line that I drew, and look how we back tested it perfectly. And then we just rejected off of the daily level of 343. That's that daily level from over here. So you see how this technical analysis really, how it works? It's pretty awesome. So now this is the second test of that line. So, you know, we're bouncing between the daily and this line. We have some support down here. And it may be worth keeping an eye on this right here. So the volume started dying off. Had higher red volume on this pullback. So it's not uncommon to see a rejection off of a daily level like that. So I'm going to take a little break. This is pre-market. It's just kind of like we're just kind of getting a feel for things, you know, getting ready for the open. I don't do, like I said, I don't do a whole lot of trading pre-market, but once we get to the open, then it's, you know, it's on, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna get up, walk around, take a break, and give my eyes a rest. Put on a little music. Okay, we do have some support down here in this area. There is some support down there. Consolidating here below that daily level. So IVP, it doesn't have a whole lot of volume yet. I do like the pattern that I'm seeing here. Oh. Let's see. Okay, I had a little problem with my computer over here. I had to fix it. All right, so interesting. We came down to this line that I drew here, right down to it perfectly, and bounced off of it, but not a big bounce, you know. You could have caught maybe 10 cents, 15 cents off that move. The question is here, will we see it bounce from here? So I'll take a small starter here, low at 310. So I'm watching 310 on the price ladder. And if we break 310, I'm going to get out. But I want to see if we bounce from here. See if this line will be honored. I don't know. It's coming down. I'm in it at 313. So it would be about $1 loss if it does break 10. I do see IVP over there looking like it wants to do something, volume coming into it. But I'm in a trade here on CPOP, so I'm going to watch this. Low of this candle is 313, which is right at the price where I'm in it. So I think I'll say if we break down below 313, I'll just exit. If this turns into a red candle. So we're trading right at 313 there. Yeah. So I exited that. Let's take a look here at this one. Seems like it's a little late to try to get into it now. But, you know, volume's not bad. That 5-minute candle is gonna close in a little bit. I'll jump into it here and look for the move up to the orange line. No. I wanted to see it go sooner. Oh, we did come down here on this one to the support level. So we're looking for a 5-minute higher low on this one. I think I'll get back in it again. Low of that candle is 307. We've got a new 5-minute candle coming up right now. I'm gonna wait. I'll wait it out here. What else is on the scan? So we do have some more on the scan here. PGY, AGBA, EVGO. This one's too cheap with that high of a float. Well, maybe it was a good idea to stay in CPOP. Watch this. So I'm going to be in 2 trades at once. Now this can be a little tricky. IVP is pulling back. See, we're pulling back into this consolidation zone. That's why I bought IVP. But I am going to lighten the load a little bit on it. And so we were looking for that 5-minute higher low on CPOP. When I say we, I mean I. It's a pretty big rejection there in that 5 minutes. So and this is why pre-market I try not to take very big share size, because things like this happen pretty frequently, and then I can find myself being way down. That was a really high fill. I was trying to get in at 489. I got filled at 493. SGBX. Oh. This is one of those taken off right away. News at 5:30. Okay. Gotta use limit orders on this guy because of the wide spread. Oops, I'm not set to extended here. This is one of those jump in now, regret it later kind of things. Yeah, like I said, jump in now, regret it later. That was a pretty violent move down. There's another one popping up here. TSLL. But TSLL, it looks a little weird on the chart. So I'm buying this off of 3. We have this entire support zone down in here. There is a level that way down here at 284. TAOP hitting the scan there. That one's going to be hard to trade. Okay, we found support down here at 469 on this one. So we came down into this trough, bouncing at the moment. I'm in it down here at 304. I'm getting really close to my max loss. So I said my max loss is $20. The thing is that I actually made $5.76. So my max loss, it trails my profit. So right now my max loss is negative 14.24. So the fact that I'm down negative 9 is a little unnerving. I don't want to hit my max loss this soon into the day. I would like to stay alive long enough for the open. And I don't know, CPOP, if it's going to go here or not. I need to make a decision where I'm going to get out. So at $2.99 would be $3 loss. That's going to put me really close to my max loss. So this is where I kind of start getting restricted on my trading. It's like, well, if this drops below 304, I should probably just get out. I don't want to hit my max loss that quick. And it looks like maybe that's what I'm going to have to do. Well, it bounced off 304 there, so we held 304. I would love to see this be our 15-minute higher low. We had one here, 15-minute higher low in the breakout. We didn't hold this this level here. Now I'm looking for another 15-minute higher low. Would love to see another move just like these two. So I'm going to be watching 304 here as my exit point. I cannot afford to take a big loss. Otherwise, I'll hold this as long as it keeps going and see if we can get up to at least 330. Watching 304, it's coming back down. Can we hold 304? I see the buyers there, but I don't like that red candle that just formed on the 1 minute. Got my finger on the hotkey, ready to exit if it breaks 304. Bulls defending 305. Got to get over the EMAs there. A lot of sellers at 307. Tapping 304 again. 75 at 304. Still a lot of buyers at 304. If that breaks, it's probably going to drop quick. There's a battle here. Okay, bulls won that little round. Can they keep this going now? Up to 311, 312, there's 314. Oh, big rejection, but right back up again. Huge battle. Big heated battle. A lot of volume on this candle. I'd like to say this one's going to the bulls, but I'd like to also see a candle with a not such a long upper wick. So that one did go to the bulls, but we'll see if we can get over that high of 317 on this next one, or do we just fail? We're up over the EMA now. Both EMAs, we made it up over them. So will this be our 15-minute high or low? Remember, we had that fake out on the 5-minute 3 candles ago. So we could see that again here. 304 is still my stop out. I'm in this with a half of a position size. I might sell a quarter of it if we can get over 320. See what we do on this candle here. We had 2 candles up. Is this where we're going to pull back? Do we back test the EMAs and find support? That 5-minute candle has 1.5 minutes left in it. Actually, that 15-minute candle as well. Low of this candle is 312. Would love to see an EMA crossover. So that candle closed red. I didn't want to see that, but I saw it. And we'll see what happens here with the EMAs looking like they want to cross over, and they will if this candle can make a move up. But with that last red candle, I don't know. It's looking more bearish in the short term here. We are defending 312 at the moment. Okay, 312 broke, now defending 311. Back up to 312 for a moment. Coming down to 310 now. Watching 304. So looking like it could be another fake out on that 5-minute. But let's see what we get here. Looking for a 1-minute higher low and higher high. EMAs still have not crossed over. It's a new 15-minute candle with, we could pull all the way back to 299. Now, if we start to see a 15-minute breakout here over that last candle, I may want to just hold this for the bigger move. I hate to look away from the price ladder, but we do have this line moving up. So if we get another breakout, we may see a move up to there. Keeping in mind we have that daily level up there at 343. Low of this pullback is down here at 308. If we drop below 308, I'll probably exit half of my position and then hold and see if 304 can hold up. EMAs have crossed over a little bit there on the 1 minute. TAOP, no, SGD hitting the penny scan stock, the cheaper one. You're watching 308 here. We're defending 312, 311 is being defended. A lot of sellers at 315. Pretty large amount of sellers there. They're stacked up at 315. If we can break that level, that's bullish. We did get through 315, so the bulls bought up the shares at 315, but 316 also has a lot of sellers. So either the big sellers pulled their orders or the bulls actually were able to buy up the shares. Okay, there we go. So now we have a bullish move here. If we get to 320, there we go. I sold half. That's what I said I would do. So now if I wanted to, I could hold. If we drop back down to 299, it could be my stop loss. But I might just want to hold this and see if we get follow through on this 15-minute time frame here up to around the 360s area. SGD is an 80-cent stock. It's moving up on the scan. It's kind of hard to trade those pre-market. Yeah, I don't think I would be able to. So now I'm in a stress-free trade here. It's just a matter of where to put my stop loss. I could use the 1 minute time frame and bump my stop loss up to 307. That's all. That is an option. I got a lot of lines on my chart here. I'm going to get rid of a few of them just to see things a little bit better. I'm going to get rid of this one. So we found support down here at 299. I think if we drop below this ascending line, I think that's where I would probably exit this other position. Keeping in mind though, we do have this higher low here on the 1 minute. So, but if we lose this 308 level, 5 minute consolidation will be underway, and this could end up just being a lower high on the 5 minute. However, we have given ourselves enough room here to pull back and form a higher low on that 5 minute time frame. So I'm watching this here. I might wait till 308. So a new 5 minute candle now. Let's see how we react on this line. So we did have our EMA crossovers. Now we're coming back. The EMAs are right there at that ascending line. So we have multiple supports to look at. There's also this zone right in here as a level to bounce off of, that 314 level. AGS is hitting the scanner. Oh. Where? All right, so 5-minute consolidation looked like it was kind of starting there, even though we haven't broken this support yet. So I went ahead and just sold that. Maybe that was a little early, but we broke below this ascending line. You can see we were holding it. We still have this support down here. It's possible we break support just barely and hit this level and then we bounce. But the fact that we had basically a lower high here with this fake out and a lower low, and now another looks like it could be a lower high and lower low. Like I said, though, we did give ourselves enough room here as 5-minute consolidation begins to possibly pull back and form a 5-minute higher low. So that's very possible. But I didn't want to hold that and find out, because now we have a 1-minute downtrend. Alrighty, so many lines, too many lines. I'm gonna just clear out these lines, get a fresh start here. So I started my day green and then went down. I was down close to my max loss, but now I'm back at only -4. I thought I played this pretty well. I was patient. I waited. And when... Man, SGD. I wish I could trade it. The problem is, it's hard to trade pre-market because you have to click into the price ladder to place a trade. But with these cheap penny stocks like this, the price ladder only likes even numbers like 89 cents, 90 cents, 91 cents, and all of these are weird. They're odd. It's like, here's 90 cents, 0.9002. I'm not going to be able to place an order there. It's not going to let me. I try to zoom out so I can get some even numbers, and it gets close, but doesn't really get there. So you'd have to find that even number just to get in and out, and that's going to be difficult. So yeah, I can't trade that pre-market, but we'll look at it for the open, and see. So neat. Okay. All right, so CPOP IVP AGS play AGS expects. We'll say AGS. It's a little higher price. The float's not too bad. I mean, it's a little higher than I'd like to see, but the volume is the problem on that one. It does have some news though. It says play AGS. It's an acquisition. SLQT. Now what do we have? CLSK. CLSK. So we got some things moving. Clean Spark Resorts second quarter revenue. Is it an earnings play? Yeah, I think it's an earnings. I don't know why I can't. Earnings on 5/9. Yeah, so we have earnings today on CLSK. So there could be something there. Probably keep an eye on that. Oh, and looky. We got ourselves a 5-minute higher low. So remember I said we had enough room for that. See, we didn't get the move on the 15-minute that I wanted. I wanted to see the same thing that we had, after this pullback, we had the breakout. I wanted to see that here, but this is a little slower move as we consolidate below 343. Maybe there's something we'll see here coming into the open. Boy, I do like this. I really, I want to take a trade on it. I don't know though. I kind of feel like maybe. See, I love this 5-minute breakout, and here we go. But we have this rejection level up here. Oh, wow! Look at that. Big rejection off of that level for the second time. All the way down to the VWAP. I had my finger on the hotkey. I was going to buy this if it came down to VWAP. But, that happened so quick. SOUN. It's also earnings. It must be earnings season. Is that what it is? I need to take a break. I'm going to take a break before the market opens here. Clear my head. Come back in a little bit. Okay, I might be a little premature, but I bought CPOP here after that breakout. I missed it. I was away on a break. That was a nice move up. I might take half profit on this. I'm going to take half the profit right there. And we'll see if it'll run and move up over the highs here. We're up over that daily level. If it comes back to 343, I could certainly add. Matter of fact, I think I'll put a limit order in down at 344. In case we backtest the daily. And what was the high up here? It's 361. Okay. Let's see if it wants to get over 361. So what I did was on this pullback, I punched the order twice and sold half on this move up here. So now I'm looking for a move over 361. What is our daily levels? There's the move over 361. We have room up to 470. Actually, there's a little resistance at 385. Okay, so here we go. See if we get that move up to 385. I'll put in a limit order up here. Got that filled. Hopefully we don't get rejected here. Low of that candle is 352, so that would be my exit if we lose the low of this candle on the 1 minute time frame. So now we have a new 1 minute candle. I don't like that we closed below that. That's not a good sign. So I may have to exit here at 351. See if we hold. See, I saw the wick, it went drop down below 350, but I didn't see that on the price ladder. I was watching the price ladder, not the chart. Low of that candle apparently is 348. So I might take a loss here. Thinking about selling half. I sold half there for a loss. A lot of buyers at 351. As long as we can hold 351. I added back just because of all the buyers that I saw there. If we get back to 351 and the buyers aren't there anymore, I'm going to exit. A lot of buyers at 353. $353 starting to go away. So there's still a lot of buyers at 351, though I probably shouldn't have sold that. Yeah, we broke 351. I don't like that red candle on the 5 minute. Doing a little buying and selling, just lowering my cost basis here. Let's see if we can hold the EMA. Be nice to get back up to the high again. So we rejected at 371. And this is kind of looking like a head and shoulders with your shoulder and your head. It's kind of a choppy head and shoulders. Really need to stop trading and do a little bit of analysis, figure out what I'm going to trade when the market opens. 343 is where my stop loss is. I'm going to get rid of this limit order. Well, actually not 343. Low of this candle is currently 350. So I want to hold 350. And if we lose that, what is this level here? 348, 347. So far holding the EMA, but we came down to 343 on the candle, but we didn't do it on the price ladder yet. I really want to. Yeah, got in too high. Still holding the EMA. So the level to get over is 359. A lot of buyers at 358, so I added based on that. Now we're over 359, moving up towards the high. Just gonna have a little patience here. See, what I'm looking for here is a 5-minute higher low, and we broke the low of that last candle just by a little bit. And this 5-minute candle is about to close. So I want to get through 371 and see us break to the upside up to 385. There's a break through 371. It could have been a good profit target. Here's a new 5-minute candle now. So are we going to pull back a little bit? I'll sell half right there. Coming up to 385. Oh, we're getting rejected. It's okay, we're still in good shape. See the bulls stepping in and buying. I want to hold this up to 385 if I can. I'm going to go ahead and sell it there. So that puts me up about $2. So I'm back to green on the day. So now I'm going to do a little bit of analysis and breakdown here before the market opens. I've got about 10 minutes to go. So let's go take a look at what we have. to trade here. So NUWE is a penny stock. It's a little on the cheap side. Okay, so leading gapper is CPOP, and that's the one I just was trading. So that's definitely on my watch list. IVP is consolidating on the hourly time frame. There could be something there. That's one that did have news, I thought. Yeah. Announces non-binding letter of intent to acquire 2 animal hospitals. That's right. Okay. So that's the hospital acquisition. And these others here, they're lacking volume. The floats are a little higher. But, so we had a couple that had earnings. I think that the penny stock ones. So SGD, no, it doesn't have earnings. But SGD was making some pretty good moves there early on. These cheaper ones I don't typically do that well on, so I might leave that alone. If there's nothing else, I might come back to it. What did we have earlier? We had CTMX, but that one doesn't look good. We had Yang. I don't think that one looked good. CPOP, SGBX does not look good. TAOP, it's it's all right. So yeah, so there's not a whole lot here. This one has earnings, AGS. Honestly, right now, if I had to pick, it would be these 3 that I'm watching now. And so let's break these down real quick and see what we can find out. So definitely on this one, we have hourly consolidation here. So it's a 15-minute downtrend with lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And we broke this support, which was the start of hourly consolidation. We do have a support down in this level down here, that area down there. The EMA is down here at 440-ish, which is right in this area. So I think we have a good support down here as a possible place to trade off of. So that's an area to watch. That was our breakout spot. Right now, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, we definitely broke down below that. And I don't know. You could say there's a line here and see we're holding that line. So yeah, 1 minute time frame, we closed below it, but you're looking at the 5 minute. We have not been able to close below that. We tapped it here, 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 and here, and here. And now we're breaking out from there. So that's a good, decent level, I think, to be watching. So you want to see a 5 minute trend change to start. Well, you got a 1 minute trend change here, but you really want to see that 5 minute trend change. You see a 5 minute trend change, you'll know that the hourly higher low is currently set, and we'll be looking for a move back up toward the high of 564. Keeping in mind, this one did have those days of gapping up and dropping off, selling off, including this day here. CPOP is coming up to that daily level of 385. Next is 470, and then there's nothing to up until 967. We're above the 200 moving average. So CPOP with some potential here, I suppose. How did we do? How did we do on this? Okay, so we came right up towards that line. Kind of rejected off of it. So that's definitely a line to be keeping an eye on. And if I wanted to, I could make an adjustment on that. Try to get as many touches as possible. So you can see how that came into play multiple times. Okay. We're tightening up though. I just hate to get so many lines on my chart because it gets a little confusing. I don't know about SGD. It's kind of sold off here. We got about 3 minutes till the open. We are basing out down here at 75 cents. Okay. Running out of time. Okay. Oh, what else do we have? I don't know. There's not a lot here that looks too good to me. GCT. So this is my first day back. I just want to try to take it easy, you know. C-scan. Ugh, that one looks ugly. STL, STKL. I don't see any news on that bad boy. And a lot of weird stocks moving up today. We got about 2 minutes left. What does SPY look like? Just out of curiosity, I haven't looked. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I guess that's about it. So we'll just keep an eye on these and get ready for the market open here. So we may see 5-minute consolidation on this one. We are seeing 5-minute consolidation below a daily level. Okay, and here is the market open. I'm in this one twice. I'm going to sell pretty quick. I liked that move back to support of 343. Sell the rest there. Look at this one over here. I think I jumped in that too soon. I'm noticing my stop losses are not being placed. I wonder what's going on there. Jesus, this one is just flat out flying. Oh, set to day. That's weird. Okay. I don't know what? Huh. Oh, I got my hotkey set up wrong here. Oh, shoot. No wonder. Okay. Now we're in business. Okay. Strange things are happening all around. There we go. Now we're in business. Yeah, now I got some stop losses in place. Ah, getting some really bad fills. Okay, watching CPOP here. She's taking off. Let her go. I'm gonna, whoops. Sell some of that. Sell a little more. We've got 2 halts on CDLX and IVP. Okay, I want to take a look at what we have halted here. Oh, CDLX is halted going down. Okay. Okay, I'm watching this one. See what she wants to do here. We got that daily level up there at 470. Uh-oh. Okay. Hope this doesn't halt going down. I'm buying the pullback on it. Got in it a couple times there. Sold half. Wow, nice. This thing is just crazy. Crazy stock here. The breakouts on it are just phenomenal. Took a big loss over on IVP. I was stuck in a halt going down. Oh, that's right. Well, taking some pretty big risks today. I like this. I like this trade, the way this looks, though. I definitely think it has potential, but it sure likes to whip around. We're holding the EMA. That's what I like about it. What I want to see is I want to see it go up and get halted. It's an equilibrium. Ooh, my stop's a little tight on this one. Let's see if she breaks. I'll sell it there. What do we have here? WBD, the large float. This one's coming up to a resistance. I don't know, these inside bars on the 5-minute time frame on this one, I don't know. So far, this ascending line here and that daily level, we've been holding it. We haven't closed below it yet. This could be the first time, and it is the first time we closed below it. Okay, I'm in with a limit order on that one. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't like the size of the pullback on that. Low of that candle is 92. We're tapping the EMA, so we'll see if we hold the EMA here. So I think on this one we have this here. I kind of think that this is a good area to pull back to right in here. You get the VWAP down there too, though. So look at that. Yeah, I don't know. Down, I'm only up $7 now. I do want to finish the day green. I don't know if I'll make it to my daily goal of 20 bucks. I bought it there. Didn't quite get to the support level, but I bought it anyways. So let's see. That one's not holding up, so I got out. And on this one, I'm just going to move my stop loss up. Really, that's kind of too tight. What was I risking? I'll risk a couple bucks here. We'll give it a chance. I'll give it a moment to like pull back a little more if it wants. Oh, look at this. I don't know if that's a good idea. But I like how the bulls stepped in and bought that. So what I'm looking for on this one is a 5-minute higher low. And if this is it, then I'm in it with my stop at the low and I'm looking up at the high. If it's not it, then I'm going to lose $1 on the trade. Ooh, that was a big old pullback, wasn't it? That was massive. Drop like that. It was an irrational drop, so I bought it, but it's not popping back up here, is it? Yeah, I don't like it. I wanted to see it pop back up when I got in it like that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. These cheaper penny stocks like this, I typically don't do very well. I was amazed I had made as much as I did on it, but I managed to give back some of that. So we'll see how we do here on CPOP. And on IVP, I got in this on this pullback. It was another one of those big drops. A lot of times you get in on those irrational drops and you'll see a nice pop back up. It happened over here on this one. On this candle, I got in and it popped back up. But this one here, it actually got halted going down. That's the risk of buying those drops like that. So I got stuck in that halt going down and took the loss down here. And then I bought back in off of this support. And instead of holding it, I ended up selling it for just a small amount of profit, you know, up in here somewhere. But here we go. So looking for that 5-minute higher low. So I'm going to hold this. And let's do this. I think I want to get rid of some of these lines so we can see this a little bit easier. Okay. So if that is indeed our low on the 5-minute, then we can expect to see a possible move back up through the high up to 430. And while it's not going to be a huge win, my risk is also very minimal here. So I'll still finish the day green even if I get stopped out, which is fine. Because I do want my first day to be green. I want something I can build on tomorrow. Yeah, see it looking like maybe it's going to fail. I don't know, I'll give it a shot. Give it a second though. That 5-minute candle, it's only halfway through. I think at my highest today, I was up at $12.31, so I was over halfway to 20. I was close. I was getting there. All I needed was one more good move. But CPOP just kind of failed on us. I don't know. I think I'm going to move my stop loss up to the low here because I don't want to take a big loss. There we go. Wow, that was a big drop. So that's where I'm going to finish my day. I mean, it's not much. $2.62 is not much, but that's, you know, a green day for my first day. I'm happy with that. And so here's what I will do. Since this is the first day, phase one is day one. Phase one, day one is in the books. And so today I strung together $2.62. Whoa. I had a low of I don't actually know what my low was. I have to think about that. I thought I was recording it, but apparently I was not. 10 to negative 10. I was down negative 10, roughly, and I hit a high of 1231. So what that's going to do is what it should do. Well, it's supposed to give me a candle here, but it didn't. I'll fix that. So we'll start seeing candles here so I can see my daily chart. I know why it's not there. I didn't fix this. I should do this later, but I'm going to do it now. So my starting balance is 26,793. So 26, we'll just put in 700. And I want to get to 27,000. Like that. Now does it show up? Still not there, so still got some fixing to do, but at least that gives me the right range here. Okay, well, I'm going to look at the charts one more time and do my best not to place a trade because I have to be done. I don't have to be, but I want to be. You know, with this stock is failing. It didn't give me that 5-minute higher low and higher high. I gave it a shot. It was worth it. This one I got caught in that halt going down. That was too bad. Overall, I basically finished where I started started at the open. That's pretty interesting. Now, this is a good bounce potential here. We're coming down to that 329 level. It's a good play for a bounce. I wouldn't say that we're going to actually see it move back up to the high, but it's, you know, not bad. So this has been day one of my $1 million challenge. I am Josh, and thank you for joining me here at Riches for My Britches. And I will talk to you. I'll be back here first thing in the AM. See you then. Bye.